By the end of this video, you are going to know 6 clear signs how your friend or friends could be consciously or unconsciously holding you back. And also what you can actually do about it. And the reason I want to do this video is because it's so important that the people that we surround ourselves by will massively determine our success in life. And I don't know if you've heard of the quote, which is, if you look at the 5 people or the 6 people that you spend the most time with, then you will basically see where your life is going to end up. So the people we spend our time with, they will either inspire us and be raising us up, or they will be keeping us within a prison and stop us from growing and succeeding. So if you see me looking down, that's simply because I've had to put a bullet point below just to make sure I don't get distracted and go off on little tangents, because I can tend to do that. So the first one on the list that I have is constant negativity. So every time you connect with your friend, if they're just moaning and haven't got anything good to say about anybody or their life, and they're just moaning, and it just doesn't inspire you, doesn't help you, just, really not enjoying this. So when we are surrounded by constant negativity, firstly, everything is energy and energy spreads. So you are also going to end up taking on those negative things. Maybe you'll just go off for a little while and might be a little bit negative until you manage to kind of shake that off you. That's the first thing on the list. The second one is lack of support. So lack of support could be dismissing your goals, not believing in you. I particularly had this one. Actually, I also had the other one, still do sometimes in my life with my friends. And so the lack of support that I had, and actually it really has stayed with me. And this is probably 7-8 years on, maybe even longer, actually, 10 years on. And what it was is I wanted to homeschool my children, and a comment was made of, "You're too stupid to homeschool your children." So that is very clear lack of support. I did homeschool my child. I ended up doing it for 6 years, and actually it was the best decision I ever made, because it changed me so much as a person, because I ended up learning so much about different learning styles for children, being child-led. But if I'd listened to that advice, I wouldn't have done that. So you might have goals, you might have things, and you're just not having that support by your friends of encouraging you to go for it, regardless of how crazy or not that it sounds. So the next one that I have on the list is toxic behaviour. So toxic behaviour can be things like gossiping about other people, jealous of you or other people, and also just drama. And this is very similar to the constant negativity, in the sense of, like, if you are surrounding yourself by that, then that you are going to become that. If you, your whole life, or even just for a year, are surrounded by people that have these toxic behaviors, you will start to join in. And every time you're talking about somebody else, every time you're engaging with drama, every time you're engaging with jealousy, you literally are like, you've got your dream life and you've got your not dream life. Well, I can guarantee you that energy that you are spending on that will not be taking you to your dream life. So it doesn't do you and your highest good any service at all whatsoever. So the next one on the list is no personal growth, and I've put, so remaining stuck in bad habits and stagnant. And so my old term friends and I were very much like this. I also was very much like this. I was stagnant for such a long time. So your friends, it could be that they don't have any big goals, or they're just staying in the same place in life and they're not really growing in any way, or not enough. And so it's like, how to put it? I don't know. It just holds you back, because you're not then inspired to push yourself to do more or to try more. And it also can like bring your ceiling down of what success is, because then you're not really thinking big enough, because you know, we are products of our environment. And if your environment of the people you're surrounding you by and their growth is going like this, well, if you stay in that space, again, that you're like, you become the 5 people that you spend the most time with. So you also will not be pushing yourself. You also will not be going further or pushing yourself to your furthest potential. Okay, so the next one on the list I have is energy drain. Those people that are energy vampires, and when you leave, you just feel so drained and so uninspired. Like, everybody has known these people, and I don't think it's a conscious thing that they're doing, but you know, even those other habits that I've listed before, these other traits that I've listed before, people can be doing those, and you feel drained of energy, and maybe that can show up for you as just feeling tired, you know, or just not feeling energized and full of life. Well, that's a very clear sign. And why this is important is because if you are not feeling energized every time you're connecting with your closest friends, how are you then going to have the energy to propel yourself forwards, to call in your dream life of whatever it is that you want to do? Because you're always going to be recovering from the energy drain that you've spent with these people, okay? Or with one person, whoever it could be. I mean, I'm talking about friends, but this also can apply to your partner as well. Okay, so the next one I have on the list is sabotage patterns. So I've put, encouraging unhealthy choices and downplaying your progress. So encouraging the unhealthy choices. So again, I'm sorry I keep going back to this, but this is because it's been my experience and I can only share from my own experience, of course, and what I've learned. So my friends would like drinking, doing drugs, smoking, stuff like that. And when you're trying to step away from these kind of behaviors, it's very difficult to, when it's like if you try and stop drinking, but you're only surrounded by people that drink, it's just like, how hard is that? It's just really, really difficult. So it's about being by people with healthy habits, healthy behaviors, because when you are, again, surrounded by the people that are doing all these unhealthy habits, I mean, even if, for example, you're not engaging in those behaviors, in those habits, it also is not going to inspire you to give you a bar to reach to go for, if that makes sense. Okay, so I'm going to give you 9 simple things that you can do to surround yourself with the right people or the right energy, just to make sure that you are maximizing your ability to be able to succeed at whatever you put your mind to. And you don't have to do all of the things on the list. I mean, I personally do, but it's entirely up to you. Just do the ones that call you. Just do the ones that resonate with you. Okay, so the first one I have on the list is evaluate your current circle. So really sit down and have a clear think, maybe even write it down and sit with yourself, feel in your body. I mean, if there's some people that are doing every single thing on that list, seriously, think about letting them go. And if that doesn't feel like it's an option, either because it's friends for like the longest time or family, maybe sit with them and just say, listen, I've done a little bit of an evaluation and I've noticed these things. I want to keep you in my life. Maybe we can try changing our relationship, or these are the things that I need. So that's one thing that you can do. Also, just realize who are the people that you spend your most time with, and who are the ones that actually do raise you up. Who are the ones that do make you feel good? And just have that clear list in your mind, so that you at least know who you're spending most time with, and either you're going to stop seeing or spend less time with. So the next one I have on the list is join clubs and communities. So there's Meetup. They have people that either, I don't know, all sorts of different things, spiritual things, walking things, single parent things. There's so many things on there. Join a club. and people that are like-minded and that are growth orientated. Or even if it's like, if you enjoy dancing, go out dancing. If you enjoy tennis, go and join a club and join tennis group, so that you are opening up your circle to meet new people. Next one on the list is set clear boundaries. So when it comes to gossiping, when it comes to unhealthy habits, set clear boundaries. You can do that with your friends, or you can do it completely by yourself, that you can tell yourself, if the group that you're in or the friend that you're with is starting to gossip, set the boundary, don't gossip, don't join in. Or even just say, actually, I think I've got to go, or I'm going to do this, or actually I'm not really feeling good enjoying in my body anymore, this energy of gossiping about other people, so can we change the topic? Just know what your boundary is and be able to express that clearly. And the other one, as I said, was the unhealthy habit. So if that's drinking, smoking, just set yourself up for success. Don't go out when everybody's drinking or partying or whatever it is. Set your clear boundaries and set yourself up for success. So don't put yourself in situations where it's going to be difficult for you to resist, especially if you're in the early stages and you're needing to grow. So the next one I have is be the energy you want to attract. And this is one of my favorite things when it comes to romantic relationships and just life in general. Like, you don't have to wait for all of these external things to happen. Just already be that. If you love the energy of growth, grow. Self-development, develop yourself, energy of being healthy, be healthy, eat healthy, go to the gym or go for walks or whatever it is. Be the energy you want to attract. And then what can happen is your energy might be able to infiltrate your group in a positive way, or your friend. So I love that one, because also it's about, we can only control what's here, right? And what we do. And this is a really big one that you can do for your life. So the next one I have is connect with mentors or role models. So for me personally, when it comes to connecting with mentors or role models, there wasn't anybody. I didn't know anybody, wasn't in a situation where I had money to be able to spend on a mentor or a role model. So this is why I have listened to so many books, podcasts, YouTube videos. So if you are in the same situation, do the same. It doesn't have to be a person in real life. One guy I particularly love was Brendan Burchard, because he just gave me a really easy way of living life intentionally. And he really worked for me as a mentor, even though it was just 3 books. And he's done I think 3 to 6 books or something, and he's got loads of YouTube videos. So you don't have to go out and find these people. You can find them at home. There literally is no effort in it. And for me, just listening to so many books and so many people has given me so much growth. It is absolutely ridiculous and also very amazing at the same time. So try that for yourself. Have a look. I'll put a list in the video description of some people that I found particularly helpful, just positive vibes. Next one on the list is attend personal development events. What's quite good about personal development events is you're already meeting people that are on that journey, who want to grow, that want to develop, that want to be the best version of themselves. So even if they do have self-sabotaging habits, even if they can be negative at times, even if they've got all the things on the other list, they're still on that journey of wanting to be a better person, of wanting to grow and develop yourself. And so just being around that can help to raise you up and encourage you more on your path. Next one is limit time with negative influences and more time with positive ones. So kind of like the first one where I said about just really writing down that list and realizing that who is serving your highest good and who is not, and being okay with letting them go. But if you can't let them go, then just limit your time. Limit your time with them as much as possible. Because if you imagine 7 days a week, and you are spending 6 days a week or even 5 days a week, that's imagine how draining that is compared to then just 2 days to be able to boost back up and have that growth, versus spending 5 or 6 days with people that inspire you, groups, people that raise you up, like mentors, books, that kind of thing. And then only 1 day a week with people that are bringing you down. Can you imagine, if you imagine you're this cup, all the positive stuff's filling it up, all the negative ones that's taking it down, it's going to be a lot harder for you to grow if you're not mindful of where your time and energy is going. And so you want to be limiting time with things that take energy and spending more time with the people and the things that give you more energy, that add value and service to your life. So the next one on the list is collaborate on growth-focused goals. So one of my besties and I actually did this for some time. We stopped doing it. I'm not sure why. Maybe we just missed a couple and then stopped doing it. But what I love about this is just using your peers, using your friends to encourage each other to set goals and keep going and motivating one another. So we used to check in every week and kind of say like what hasn't worked and what do we want to achieve in the week ahead. What's our kind of goal, even if it doesn't matter how small or how big it was just encouraging each other. So we're like each other's mentors, we're kind of each other's like cheerleaders, and I can't think of the other words, but just being there for one another. So if you've got anyone in your friendship group that you can do that with already, then great. If not, and you're on Facebook, just post, say, hey, is there anybody out there that's growth orientated at the moment that might just want to connect once a week, so we can just collaborate and help each other to grow in whichever way we can. And then just put it out there. Who knows? Okay. And the very last one on the list is be open to new connections. So, being the energy that you want. So if you're going to the gym, you're going out to walks, trying different things, going to communities, like be open to meeting new people, finding your new tribe. Because these are the people that will help you to raise you up. And it won't just be that they will be helping you. You also will be helping them. It will be a really beautiful exchange of giving and receiving, rather than feeling that you're just being depleted and giving and your friends are taking all the time. So get yourself out there and be open for that. And, if somebody comes to you and you're talking, whether it's the opposite sex or not, just talk and see and go with the flow. The universe is bringing these people up and these situations for a reason. And sometimes it can be a mirror to show us how much we've grown, and it can be reflections of where we've been. And other times it will just be able to just little inspirations on the path to just help us go further, help us push ourselves more. Anyway, going to leave the video here. Please share anything that's been particularly helpful for you, or if there's something else that will be able to help, or you think will be able to help somebody else. All right, so much love, so much blessings. Thank you. Bye.